We all knew The Sims is a game about life. You create your Sims and you play with their life by building a house and giving them a job. They eventually die by old age, or you might drown your Sims in a pool in your backyard. But a few Sims died mysteriously in a way that even the answer also died along with them. This is The Sims Top 10 Most Mysterious Death of All Time. Number 10. Eric Darling. The young Eric and his wife Agnes Crumblebottom went on their lovely honeymoon, but Eric never returned back home alive. According to his ghost caller, he drowned to death and left Agnes alone with his tombstone in Agnes' garden in Sunset Valley. Agnes and Eric plan to have a baby, since one room is decorated with toys, but because Eric died, the room is still unfurnished. To this day, no one knows even who Eric was, since he had no siblings or parents. Why Eric died and who he is still a mystery. Number 9. The Tricou Family. This mysterious large family, Tricou, are all dead. Frigorith and Gordian haunts the House of the Fallen Trees, where they all once lived, while the other haunts Gothier Green Lawns Cemetery in downtown. All of them died from starvation, except 2 Sims who died of satellite and fire. Frigorith is also said to be buried in the town graveyard in Moonlight Falls. That hints that they might been dead even long before the timeline of The Sims 3. One day, a Sim Renale Ninja moved into the House of the Fallen Trees and shortly died of fright. She is said to be the last Sim living in the house. The few furniture she had is still in the house. How long and why this family died is still a mystery. And it's even more creepy when you find the statue of the Grey Woman of SimCity placed in their backyard. Number 8. The Remington Family. Aiden and Hannah Jones moved in a large house in Riverview. What's make this odd is, why do 2 Sims live in a very large house with too much furniture they don't even really need? What she didn't know, however, is that her uncle's family is haunting the house. Electrocution, starvation, drowned and burned to death is what her family experienced, and Hannah didn't even know it. What's more odd is, how did she come to this house if all of her family is dead? Who are they? Why did they die? And why is Lydia Remington not buried in the lot? Is still unsolved questions. Number 7. Mimsy and Bernard Escargot. In The Sims 4 expansion pack Get Together, Bernard and Mimsy was introduced. 2 ghosts who haunts the One Haunt estate. The painting of Mimsy hints that she died in her sleep from an unfortunate estate fire, and the exact cause is still a mystery. But it's said her husband caused the fire after he threw one of his painting in the open fire. What we don't know is, why was Bernard so angry this night? Was it because of Mimsy? Something tells me there is something more to this story, but the insurance company don't want you to know. What we do know, however, is that Mimsy is based on a real love poem made by Alfred Lord Tennyson, The Lady of Shalott. I made an entire Sim Fact episode on this couple and solved many of its mysteries, but if my theory is true, we don't know. Number 6. Lolitha Goth. She is a member of the Goth family, or that's the question. No one really knows who she was. But what we know is that she died as a young adult by electrocution. What's creepy is that her grave didn't exist in The Sims 1 or The Sims 2. People think her grave was lost or moved because she was not a real goth from the first place. And even more interesting is her grave is found in the goth garden and not in the cemetery. That might indicate her death was not an accident after all. Who is she? Why and who killed her? And why don't no one even remember her? Is still a few of many unsolved questions. But a future Sim Fact episode might solve this mystery. Number 5. Nervous subject. Just by reading his name sounds more like an experiment, and that was exactly he was used for. He is the son of the serial murderer Olive Spectre, and therefore Nervous Subject's father can be Grim Reaper himself. He was taken in early age by the social worker and moved into Strange Town's most evil scientist Loki and Cersei Beaker. According to Emily Emory, he was so miserable he was killed by one of the machines and is now ghost in Bella's mansion. His girlfriend Annie Howell was not even aware of her boyfriend's death. She thought Nervous Subject just left her. Number 4. Emily Emory. This is a creepy one. Emily Emory was your ordinary maid in Bella Goth's mansion, his Spiritu estate. Well, that's what you thought. She actually died in 1923, but she's not a ghost. She's not transparent or fly around like every other ghost. She had been haunting this mansion ever since she died. And now she helped you to get rid of other ghosts in the mansion like Nervous Subject. When you tell her Bella sold this mansion, she appears upset. And when you ask why, she says no one has stayed longer than a week. And I understand why. Number 3. The Tragic Clown. The famous depressed tragic clown is dead in The Sims 3. His tombstone is located in Pleasant Rest Graveyard in Sunset Valley. How and why he died is still a mystery. The fact he drowned is even more odd since he had the hydrophobic trait. Many believe he was murdered, or that he made suicide, or simply because he drowned by his own tears. If you buy the Tragic Clown painting, he will come and haunt your Sims. Since Sims 3 is a prequel to The Sims and The Sims 2, therefore he have the ability to jump out and haunt your Sims, and if he visits your lot in The Sims 1, the only way to get rid of him is to get rid of the painting, kill him or beat and bully him until your Sims is happy. Very dark stuff. Number 2. Bella Goth. Bella Goth is hands down the biggest well-known Sim in the Sims franchise, and also the biggest mystery of all time. Bella don't exist in The Sims 2 and can be resurrected with the tombstone of life and death, along with other dead Sims. Many believe she's dead, but that's not true, and that's why this is the biggest mystery of them all. She's alive but hidden within the game codes. In the family tree, her icon is not grey, which indicates that Bella is not dead. Mortimer, Cassandra and Alexander don't have memories of Bella being dead. There is a Bella in Strange Town, but she is not the original Bella. Number 1. Skip Broke. Skip Broke is said to be killed in a suspicious pull ladder accident, but this wasn't an ordinary accident. With all evidence we have, making it one of the Sims' top most mysterious deaths of all time. The pool he drowned in is too small to be useful, and no ladder is to be found. A pool that is not supposed to be there, hinting someone murdered Skip Broke. But no one knows who and why. Could it be his wife Brandy, his criminal son Dustin, or even Skip's twin himself that's hidden within the game code? I had my own theory, but still an unsolved question to this day. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and I hope you like it. Many of the sims I have talked about in this video can be a sim fact episode in the future. I hope you feel great and I will see you soon. My job is always to make your sims happy.